It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Texans and the Vikings, and it's coming up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And Stroud now to throw. It's complete to Diggs. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way out behind their former number 3 overall pick, who spent his last year as a 49er. It's Sam Darnold.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Stroud out of the gun here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to find Jordan Addison that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Faking the give, Darnold. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Texans, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, here's Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Touchdown, Houston! Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones to about the 35, 2nd down. The numbers for Jones last week, 23 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
So, partner, 2 games worth. He's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game. So
a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. The forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Sam Darnold, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Stroud looking to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Houston. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Darnold now to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And now off to the races down the right side. Michael Pittman, touchdown, Vikings. Michael Pittman, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Stroud. That is caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action, it's Darnold. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The toss here completed to Pittman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Darnold. Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. An inside give to Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. Off of play action, Darnold. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Here's Darnold. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Stroud to throw it. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And Stroud now to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Nico Collins.
Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
77 yards.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. A play fake, and it's Darnold.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Nico Collins, and his offense getting set to go for another drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down, Texans.
Now Stroud.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 6-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's Stroud.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A 25-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Vikings offense and Sam Darnold headed back out there. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
Now a give. Akers running left. Down to the 42. 2nd down.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. To throw is Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
This one left side caught by Collins.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
Ball start, offense.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause.
Down and long. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Darnold now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Play action. It's Darnold.
Complete to Addison on the out route.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
Oh, he shifts past him.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Cam Akers
scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Ball start. Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Collins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Operating from the gun. Stroud.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
Stroud out of the gun here. That is caught.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Operating from the gun. Stroud. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Stroud. This will be caught at about the 5.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Stroud to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers.
And down he'll go at the 25.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Vikings. 1st down.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall